Hello everyone, this is Josue from evyCoding Python cars unlock your programming potential. In this particular class, we are going to continue working on lists. So basically, we will see everything related to these particular built-in functions in Python. So there is something curious about this particular second class because at the end of this particular video, we will see an exercise applied to lists. Okay, so basically we are going to summarize something about lists and tuples. Okay, so basically this is a kind of advanced course for everyone. So it's really nice that everyone who sees our videos, we will know all about Python, all about from the beginning. So yeah, let's get started with lists. So in this particular class, we are going to see first of all, well, a short concept about lists. Okay, in contrast with tuples, lists are variable length and their contents can be modified in place. Lists are mutable. You can define them using the square brackets or using the list type function. For example, the first line, okay, of this code. Okay, so basically we have at list, well, a list. Okay, we have two, we have three, seven, and none. Okay, cool. So what if we want to change one element or one item which is inside of this list? So basically it is really straightforward to do that. So for example, if we choose this, okay, to work with this index. So for example, we want to change the index 0. We will do this. Okay. So instead of having 2, you will have, for example, 4. Okay. And when you are going to print the list, a list, you will see a different value and the 0 index, or the index 0 from this list. So take a look at this. Okay. So yeah, so basically the value 2 was changed for 4. So that's a good thing that in Lisp we can do. So if you want to keep changing, if you want to keep changing the value within a list, you can do that. I mean, you can get the index, okay, each index from this list, and then you will be able to change every value. So it's straightforward. It's easier than tuples, because in tuples are unmutable, so you cannot change anything. So basically, there is kind of a facility in lists. So you can use lists with loops, while loop, for loops, and sort of functions, built-in functions in Python. Okay, so we will see another example from this. Okay, so um, what if we want to change single line? Okay, so basically, perhaps you come up with something different, so you have a tuple, okay, tuple, and then you want to this, okay, you have 1, 2, and 9, okay, and then you come up with a new idea, and because you are a beginner in Python. So basically, if you want to convert this tab into a list, you can do this. I mean, it's really easy to turn this list into turn this tuple into a list. So basically, you can do this. So print, and then you can use this built-in function in Python called list. Okay, list. So it is your band. It is forbidden to use this particular word list. So basically, instead of using list, since this is a built-in function in Python, you can use list and underscore, or for example, list underscore 4, or perhaps list 2. 2, list 1, 3, 23, I don't know. But just to avoid misunderstanding this particular built-in function in Python, you can use a different word instead of list, because this is a built-in function, so it is forbidden to do that. Okay, so but in this case, if we want to change a tuple, if we want to turn this tuple into a list, we can do this. Okay, list and then top, and we are going to print this. Okay, so ta-da! It is really easy. I mean, this tuple was changed, and now this tuple is a list. So basically, if you want to use this particular tuple in a loop, you can do that. It is really straightforward to do that. Okay, so in a few minutes you will see something different. I mean, something important when you are working with lists. Okay, for example, adding and removing elements, or concatenating and combining lists, sorting and slicing. So which are really really important topics in Python when you are working with lists. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Okay, so but there is something important that you can do when you are working with loops. There is a word, an important word that you can use, or you are going to use, mostly in Python, called range. Okay, the word range. So just to avoid using this word list, and for example, if you have this list, okay, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you want to print this, obviously that you will get a list 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but what if you only want to create an immediate list? So you can use the word range, and you can use within this built-in function 10. Okay, you can add 10 within this function. Okay, so basically you will get a list of 10 values. Okay. Oh well, no, that is incorrect. Just give me one moment to correct that. Okay, so you will see this. Okay, no, I made a mistake. Sorry for this. Okay, so here we go. So okay, so yeah, that is it. That is the new list. Okay, so you use list and combined with range, and then you will be able to get a new list: 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But what this list begins with 0? I mean, for example, if you start with only with with 10, obviously that the function will start um, from from 0 to 9, because it's as if you were working with indexes. Okay, so it's really 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 important that you take into account that if you want to start, for example, from 1, you can do this. Okay, or you can do this. So take a look at it. Okay, so basically it is done. I mean, if you want to start with 1 until you want to start from 1 to 10, up to 10. Okay, so it's really important that you take into account this. So just to put the first value, okay, the first value and the last value, the end. I mean, okay, the start, the end. Okay, and perhaps um, you want to get a step. So basically, let's do this. Okay, so why what did I put this value within this particular range and list? Because this is a kind of steps. So basically, this is 1 plus 2, okay, 3, okay, and then so on. So basically, it is 3 plus 2, 5, and then 5 plus 2, 7, and then yeah, and then 9, and then 7 plus 2, and then 9 plus 2. Okay, and then you will get 9. So it is not possible to sum 9 plus 2, because you will get 11, and then obviously that you will get an error with this particular program, because you are passing the limited value. So this is 11, so that is not possible. Okay, so you need to take into account this. Okay, that's perfect. So we are going to continue with adding and remove elements. Okay, so how do you append, okay, or add a value? Okay, so it's really easy. There is another built-in function in Python called append. Okay, so basically, if you have a new list, okay, this is a list 5. You have 5, 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 8. That's really good. Okay, so you have this. Okay, you have this. So basically, if you want to add a new value, so how do you do that? So you can use append. Okay, the word append, and then you will be able to do that. So take a look at this. Okay, print. So uh, list 5 that pen, and then you will be able to add any value that you want, any value that you have in mind. Okay, so this is 56. That is okay. So print this. Okay. Okay, give me one moment. Give me one moment to do this. No worry for that. Okay. Give me only one moment. I don't know why I'm getting none. Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay, we can do this. I forgot this. Okay, so right now we print list 5, and then you will be able to do this. Okay, so take a look at this. Okay, no worries. Sorry for this. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. So basically, you added 56 at the end of this list. That is possible. I mean, you can do this all the time that you want. Okay, so basically, if you want to add a value in the end of the list, that is really possible, and that is really, it is a really a perfect technique when you are working with loops. Because, for example, if you have an empty list and you want to add new values, or you want to append new values, you can use this built-in function in Python called append, just to add new values at your list if this list is obviously empty. Okay, that's perfect. So append. Okay, so you can use give me one moment. Okay, we're going to comment this. This is append. Okay, and then we used list. Okay, this is a built-in function list. Yeah, this is the same. We are going to comment this. Okay, no worries. Pen, perfect. That is really perfect. Okay, perfect. So, what else? What else? What else? What else? So, for example, if you want to add a value depending of the index, you can do this as well. But there is another function called insert. Okay, so what with insert you can add a value depending on the index. So let's do this. Okay, so we are going to well, let's suppose that you have this list. Okay, the list 6. Okay, so basically we have a list of strings. Okay, this is foo, this is bar. Okay, and this is bas. Okay, perfect. And for example, if you want to insert value within this particular list, you will be able to use this particular function, built-in function. Okay, this is for example, list 6 insert. Okay, so insert, and then we will insert a value into the index 1. So for example, red, and then we print list 6. Okay, so let's do this, and then we will see what we get. Okay, let's do this. Okay, perfect. So if you notice this, you well, previously you had foo bas and bar bas. Okay, foo bar bas. So basically, this is the index 0, index 1, index 2, because you have a list of 3 items. But in this moment, you just added red in the index 1. So basically, what was the index 1 bar? But it was changed for red. So now red is on the index 1. So basically, this is a new list of 4 items. So you can do this. You can select, you can choose the index that you want to change for a value, and then you will be able to change the length of the list. So that is really cool when you are working with loops as well. Okay, so right now we are going to continue with something different. Okay, so right now, okay, we are going to see an example. Okay, this is an example that we can use right now. Okay, okay, we are going to comment this. No worries, and then we are going to see an example. Okay. Okay, so basically we are going to write a function. Okay, so here. Okay, here. Okay, cool. So the example is write a Python program that outputs all possible strings formed by using the characters the character C, the character A, the character T, the character D, the character O, and the character E. Okay, so we need to use all these letters um, to write a program that outputs all the possible strings formed by using these words. So how do I do that? At first glance, you can find difficult to do this, but it's really straightforward to do this actually, because you are going to work with only lists and loops. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's do this. So we have something called here. Okay, we are going to do something different here. Okay. Okay, here we go. We are going to create different functions right now. So during this course, you will see function loops, and then I will explain you everything about this. Okay, so this is a simple function that we are going to create just to write this function. This is this program function that outputs all the possible strings formed by the words that I mentioned previously. Okay, so we are going to use recursion as well in this particular, because we need to create all the possible words. So basically, we have this function called recursion, and then the item that you need to pass, all the values that you need to pass within this function, is called subdata and string. Okay, Perfect. So, so how do we do that? So, just to create a, a well, a lot of words um, which are composed of these letters C, A, T, D, O, G. We need to use a kind of conditional. Okay, so I come up I come up with an idea to use um, if if land subdata is, yeah, this data is equal one. Okay, okay, subdata. So no worries. In this moment, I'm going to keep explaining to you out about this particular structure of this function. So no worry for that. Okay. So how do we continue working on this? Okay. So okay, give me one moment. I'm going to do something different. Okay. So okay, here we go. Okay, so what if we use a print? Okay, we are going to print um basically first one part of the word. I mean, I would like to let you know that when you are working with words and you need to split the word, for example cat dog, because that is the two words that we need to use in this function. Obviously that it is pretty important that divide these two words. So basically if you want to miss one letter from this word cat dog, obviously that you need to print the whole the whole phrase. So for example, if you want to for example work with this. Okay, okay, I don't know if I missing a cat dog. Okay, so we are going to, okay, we are going to do this. Okay, so what if we want to delete only one word? Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so for example, if you want to delete this uh, word, and then you will get only cat dog. Okay, so CATDO. That is perfect. So why did the last letter vanish? So we are going to figure out that. Okay, so we are going to do something different right now. We are going to use this particular part of the code. Okay, now it is joined. Okay, map. Okay, and then no, we need to find something because we need to print at the list. So this is join list map. Okay, it's okay. Okay, cool. String plus subdata, because we are going to submit um either the missing word and the rest of the phrase. I mean cat dog do, that is all without the g. Okay, so we are going to do this. Okay, perfect. So we are going to put the return just to avoid the word none. We are going to well, return this particular list. Well, in this, of course, that we are not going to get a list, but a print. Okay, we are going to get a value because we are going to print, so you won't get this. As long as when the length of subdata is equivalent to 1. This function length is a built-in function called length, just to get the length of a list, because this is a list. Okay, so continue. Let's continue with this. Okay, we are going to continue with that, and then okay, here we go. Okay, we put else. Okay, else, and then for e in range of length subdata. Okay, it keeps being a list. Okay, so new data subdata is equal to subdata equal. Okay, we are going to get the indexes from this particular list for x in. This is a comprehensive list. Okay, we are going to work with that. Okay, so range length subdata, perfect. And then we are going to put within this comprehensive list is a conditional. Okay, so this is e, and then we are going to use the recursion. Okay, so perfect. We have subdata, we have string, we are going to some string, okay, plus the subdata, the list, but we are going to get a value within this particular list subdata. Okay, because we are using a loop just to get the index from this particular list subdata. Okay, cool. So we are going to do this. Okay, we are going to some. Okay, perfect. And then we are going to create another function called all combos, the data, and then assert that this conditional just to evaluate if this is true or not. Okay, so data. Okay, perfect. And then we are going to use recursion again, the function recursion, and then list, because we are going to convert the data in a list. Okay, perfect. And then we have this. Perfect. And then we can now evaluate our value. Well, our function. Okay, so this is print, and this is okay, perfect. Give me one moment to all combos. Okay, so now we have caldoc. Okay, caldoc, and we have, well, we caldoc, nothing else. Okay, so we are going to do this, and obviously we will get everything that we needed. Perfect. So we are going to prove this. Okay, perfect. Look at it. Look at it. We have all the values that we needed. Okay, that is perfect. We needed that. Okay, perfect. So, well, guys, that was all for tonight. So we are going to continue the next class in the next video. Okay, thank you so much for keep watching us. It was really amazing. I really appreciate it, and see you later. Thank you so much.